Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by. Subject of my vlog today is help. My girlfriend wants it 3 times a day. What am I supposed to do? But before I get started, let me welcome my new viewers and new subscribers. Thank you so much for your kindness, your generosity, and support of my channel. It's truly been amazing. Help. My girlfriend wants it 3 times a day. What am I supposed to do? Well, you're supposed to step up to the plate and satisfy your woman. This comes straight out of the Sunshine Shoulders rule book. Be careful what you ask for over here, because you're going to get it. We want a young, beautiful, and hot young lady, but with that comes a lot of responsibility. And number one is meeting her sexual needs and sexual desires. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. This vlog came about because I had a young Filipina on my panel yesterday, and she was asked a simple question. She says, hey, the guy asked, hey, if an older man is not able to fulfill his end of the bargain, meaning sexually, will the Filipina stray? Well, here's what she says, and this is why I love Esmeralda, because she's innocent, she's naive, she hasn't been corrupted by the Western thinking, has never dealt with a foreign man before. She says this. She said, well, you know, when men get in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, they can no longer do that anymore. And a Filipino still wants that. And it shocked me. And I'm not easy to shock. And so I said, let me do some research. Let me find out, how long do I have left to boom boom? Is there a cutoff limit, and am I getting close? So the Mayo Clinic, and I'm going to put both of these links that I'm referring to today, I'm going to put them in the description. The Mayo Clinic says that we should be able to enjoy a healthy sex life well into our 80s. Now the Indian Journal of Psychiatry goes even further. It says with human beings there is no limit to the age of which we can have a healthy sex life. It says that 57% of people over 60 are enjoying gratifying sex. 72% under 60. Now the other people who aren't having, of course, it's chronic illnesses, there's different factors, but we're going to stick with the positive. It says that even after a person turns 50, there's persistent sexual activity, sexual desire, and sexual function. So I'm going to use this as a teaching moment, Esmeralda, because it says, and the loss of desire, loss in interest in people over 60 tends to be women, not men. And because I give you the nitty gritty, just meaning exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing, I'm gonna keep it on myself. My partner and I, we enjoy great sex 3 times a day. I mean, it's passionate, it's intimate, it's explosive, and it's in stark contrast to what was going on with me before I came to the Philippines. See, with a lot of us men, especially as we get older, it's more psychological. It's just as much psychological, rather, as it is physical. Having a sexy young partner increases our interest and our desire in sex. The Mayo Clinic went on to say this, and it applies to me. It says, less stress improves your sexual gratification. And that's what it was with me. Over here, I'm more relaxed. I don't have the financial concerns from home, the job concerns from home, and all the other things that cause me stress. I'm able to relax here, and it increases my desire, it increases my interest and my gratification. So we can't just come over here and think that these young ladies are going to accept anything. They have standards. I told you that the other day. One more thing that she said is, I asked her the question. I said, Esmeralda, isn't it true that majority of Filipinos don't want a foreign man? And here was her answer. She said, yes, because we don't want to be caretakers. In our minds, that's what we're going to become when we date an older man. Who wants to sit around changing diapers all day, giving old men baths all day? These young women want a full life just like any other 25, 30-year-old woman. They're trying to get rid of that caretaker reputation that Filipinos have just as fast as they want to get rid of that gold digging reputation that Filipinos have. So if you're not able to come over here and answer that bell, guys, you're going to have trouble. See, the age gap question now becomes the thigh gap question. Do you have what it takes? Can you handle it? Can you take care of her sexual needs and sexual desires? Because I'm going to tell you something. For the last 12 years, I've had sex every single day. And it's been with a Filipino. Because they're not from outer space. They have sexual needs. They have sexual desires. They want a full life like any other woman over here. And as long as you can show them that, hey, I'm going to give you a life and you're not missing out on anything by dating me, an older man, as you would if you were dating a young man, then you're not going to have any problems. But the minute you try to turn her into a caretaker and you can't hold up to your end of the bargain, you're going to have trouble. And she's going astray. And I see that over here, guys. So thank you so much for stopping by. I just wanted to address that. I thought it was interesting because in that article, the Indian Journal of Psychology, I'm going to encourage you to read this article because it's one of the best articles on older people having sex that I've ever read. It's in layman's terms. It goes into detail. And it talks about the attitude that people like Esmeralda have. It says young and old. People are astounded to find out that elder persons, that's what they call it, still have a high interest in sex. And here's what I've seen over here, and it talks about it right in that article. My mother-in-law down in Zamboanga is a very attractive woman. She's 59. She's very attractive though. And I told my wife, I said, well, you know, if you take her to America, somebody's going to be screwing her. And oh man, she got offended. It's the same with my girlfriend now. Her mother's 65. I said, your mother still wants to have sex. She still wants to have intimacy. Oh, they don't want it. And see, a lot of older people, even though their interest is high and they want sex, they want passion, they want intimacy, they feel embarrassed because their children and their grandparents are against it. Look, guys, get out of the way of older people like me because I'm still active 3 times a day. And because even if you're not able to answer the bell right away, guys, don't get discouraged. There's some things you can do. Number one, go see your doctor. And then go see your doctor on a regular basis. And find out, hey, is there anything I can do to, you know, get my vitality back to where it should be? He's going to say a healthy diet. Number one, see, I've lost 30 pounds over here. And I'm not giving it back. Regular exercise. Again, having a sexy young partner, man, it's going to increase your desire to have sex and your gratification. Relax, guys. Quit stressing about what's going on at home. You're 8,000 miles away now. There's no need to worry about that. Remember, I told you, 92% of the things we worry about never happen. And the 8% that happen, worrying doesn't do anything about it. So come over here, guys. You know, if you got, in this article it says, if you're having trouble with arthritis, it says use a hot compress before and after sex. Try new positions, guys. Look, we got to be open-minded. We got to be flexible, because the age gap question now becomes the thigh gap question. Are you able to satisfy her? Do you have what it takes? Can you hang? Because if you can't, she's going to get it somewhere else. If you got chronic illnesses, certain medications make it difficult to have sex. Talk to your doctor. He'll give you some alternatives. But don't give up. Especially don't come over here looking for a caretaker, because these women are out of the caretaking business. So thank you so much for stopping by today. If you're in America, it's getting late. I hope before you get into bed tonight, you're able to help somebody. But if you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break, see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's early, it's probably about 8 o'clock in the morning. On a Wednesday morning, we're going to do our Electronic Community Pantry drawing. It's where we give away groceries every Wednesday to our San Carlos City Negros Occidental residents. The community pantries become very, very popular in the Philippines. I just put my spin on it and called it the Electronic Pantry, because we do it with the spin wheel. It's been very, very successful, guys. We're not a charity. We can't help everybody. We act as the bridge. We take somebody from one meal to the next, one day to the next. Hopefully they can get help somewhere else. I get the strength, the encouragement to keep on going. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time.